story started 3 decades ago, because 30 years ago, I was at a crossroads in my life. I'd worked in the city, in the financial markets, which you can see the city from here, the big skyscrapers. I'd done that successfully for 10 years. The last 2.5 of those, I'd had my own business in financial services. And then that business went bust. And I lost everything. So I had to go and get a job again. Now, when you've had your own business, it's quite soul-destroying to do that. So, at the same time, I just got married for the first time. And so I needed something, but I didn't want the job I had. And then a friend introduced me to Forever, and I went along to a meeting, and I saw something that was very different. I saw something that would give me the ability to live my life in a different way. Now, if I'm being honest with you, what it really gave me initially was the ability to earn a different income, a separate income, an extra income, what some people today call a side hustle. Anyone ever heard the phrase side hustle before? So that was what the first thing that happened to me was it allowed me to earn an income. That was in August 1993. I still had my full-time job, but every minute I could find outside of my full-time job, I dedicated to building my Forever business. In 1994, we had our first child, Ella, who is 29. I cannot believe I have a 29-year-old child. I'm only 40. But within 2 years, I was able to quit my full-time job and go full-time in Forever. And for 28 years, all I've done is this. So that was what mattered most for me at the time, was being able to make an extra income. But I also saw the ability to travel more. Now, when I worked in the city, I had 2 international postings. I had a year in Amsterdam, which was fantastic. Anyone here from the Netherlands? Loved Amsterdam, by the way, one of the greatest cities. And I also had a year living in San Diego in America. So I realized I wanted to see more of the world, and I could tell by the opportunity that I would be able to do that. And that's exactly what's happened. It also, I wanted to be able to create a different experience for myself. Most people go through life, they choose a career, they plod along in that career, maybe they get the odd promotion every now and again, but most people are kind of stuck on that same path. Does anyone understand what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And what I saw Forever doing was giving me the ability to choose a different path. To be able to, my colleague Jane is going to, and friend Jane is going to explain a bit more about financials, but it showed me that I could build an income that could grow exponentially rather than those little bits of a pay rise every now and again. But you might be here because you have something in your mind that matters most to you. It could be a new home. Maybe you don't like the home you're living in yourself. It could be meeting new people. I just met a friend I met in Forever 28 years ago, and I haven't seen him for 15 years. And I met him in the Intercontinental Hotel where I'm staying. We were talking for an hour and 45 minutes, and it was as if we had never been apart. We were literally chatting for an hour and 45 minutes, having not seen each other for 15 years. That's the kind of friendship that you can build in Forever. But it also means you can leave a legacy for your family. I'm actually going to tell you my real age now. It's 63, but I can retire today and my family would have a fantastic legacy. I would be able to live the rest of my life on the income that I built with Forever, and that income would be able to be passed to my children as well. You're going to hear from a fantastic legacy business owner a little bit later on in this presentation. So you must be here for a reason. Maybe it's one of these reasons, maybe it isn't. But whatever it is, we can help you to achieve it. So how do we achieve what matters most? Well, I think the first thing I want to do is explain our story to you, the Forever story. Because this really is an extraordinary company. When I came across it 30 years ago, I had glimpses of how extraordinary it was, but I've seen it grow over the last 30 years and turn itself into one of the most amazing companies in the world. Amazing because it was dedicated, it was set up and created and dedicated to helping people like you and me live better lives. It was started by this gentleman, Rex Morn, who sadly passed away a few years ago, but he started this business from his garage way back in 1978. Now, can you imagine starting a business in your garage that now is in over 160 countries? I mean, how extraordinary is that, just to start with? And it's not one of these internet-based businesses. I mean, obviously we do use the internet, but when Rex started, of course, there were very few computers, let alone the internet. And he went on to create this company that has grown and grown and grown. So in 1981, we had our first aloe vera processing facility. In 1983, we opened in Australasia, in Australia and New Zealand. In 1987, we opened in South America. In 1989, we opened in Europe, which is where we all come from. In 1995, we opened in Africa. We've made a massive impact on helping people lift their lives out of poverty in Africa. We purchased our first aloe fields in the Dominican Republic in 1999. We actually have the largest aloe plantation in the world. In 1999, we also opened in the Middle East, where we're having a massive impact. In the year 2000, we opened in India. Do you know India is one of the biggest countries now in Forever? Extraordinary. In 2008, we opened Forever Nutraceuticals, which is our manufacturing plant that manufactures all of our supplements. So nutritional ceuticals. So it manufactures the things that keep us healthy, he says, having a bit of a cough. Excuse me. We also opened Forever Direct, which is our massive distribution hub, which is based just outside Rotterdam. And that is a picture of it. You cannot believe the scale of this plant, of this warehouse. It is absolutely enormous. You have to visit there to see just how huge it is. We didn't buy this, by the way. We bought the land and we built it using the advice of someone who knew exactly what they were doing because they'd worked in a similar kind of situation before. All of the facilities that I'm talking about, by the way, we own. We don't lease them, we own them, because our company is vertically integrated. We own everything, from the aloe plantations right the way down to the distribution warehouse. And then in 2012, we purchased more aloe fields in Texas, which is where we originally started growing our aloe vera. We are a company that is in expansion. So if you're looking for a stable company, we have no debt, we don't owe anybody anything, we have money in the bank. This is the most phenomenal opportunity. We even have our own charitable foundation, and we support different causes. So we've recently been gathering money and then helping to pack meals for people in countries where there's crisis, where there's famine, where there's poverty. So I want to tell you a little bit about the products, because of course a company would be nothing without its products. And we have over 45 years of continuous growth with some incredible product innovation. Global award-winning products. If you Google the number of awards that we've won around the world, the list is endless. So I'm going to start by telling you a little bit about our plantations, because the aloe vera drinks, anyone here ever drunk aloe vera before? Anyone like the taste? Yeah? Come on. We have 4 different flavors, by the way, so there is no excuse. Funny enough, I was walking in, and just at the bottom of the drive, there's that little security booth. And I was chatting with one of the guys there, and he said, oh my goodness, they gave us some of that aloe to drink. And I thought it was awful. And the guy standing next to him said, I don't care, they told me it was healthy, I just drank the whole container. And I thought, good on you, man, and we fist bumped. So we own our own plantations, which means we own our own plants. All of our aloe is hand planted, it's naturally grown, it's hand harvested and filleted. What do we mean by filleted? Well, if you know what an aloe leaf looks like, it's on the slide. Some of these leaves can weigh 2 to 3 pounds. What's that? Like a kilo, kilo and a half? So they're massive leaves. Now the outer, the hard green stuff on the outside, that's no good to eat. So what we do is we hand fillet. We take off the spiky edges, we top and tail them, and then we take the surfaces off. And that gives us, it's a bit like having a fillet of fish. You know, if you have a fish and you take a fillet off a fish, that's exactly what the kind of thing that we're doing with the aloe leaf, because that's where all the goodness is. Our plantations have over 40 million aloe plants, cleansing the earth of millions of cubic tons of CO2 every year. We have over 3,000 goats who keep our aloe fields free from weeds and provide natural fertilizer. And also, of course, I told you that we filleted the aloe leaves, so we use the hard outer rind, we disc it up and we put it back into the soil because it helps to provide fertilizer, natural fertilizer for the new aloe plants. So we don't use any synthetic fertilizers, we don't use any pesticides or herbicides on our fields. So it's a sustainable business from plant to product to consumer. We have a number of product certifications. Going right the way through, we have the vegetarian, the leaping bunny, gluten-free, vegan, halal, kosher. But the most important thing we offer is an unconditional 60-day money-back guarantee. Excuse me. That means that somebody can trial our product for 60 days, and if at the end of 60 days they don't feel they've got any benefit from taking the products, they can return the empty container to us and we give them their money back. And I think that shows we're pretty confident that the products work. So these are our 4 award-winning aloe vera drinks. And I said before that some people don't like the taste. Well, this is the raw aloe. This is 99.7% aloe vera. These are our best-selling products. Why are the aloe drinks best-selling? Because they have a number of fantastic properties. They are a body balancer. They help your body get back into balance. They support, drinking aloe helps to support the immune system. It helps to support healthy gut. It's great for the skin, for the nails, for the hair. It helps to support healthy joints. I actually take one of the other products that we have, and you know, at 63 years old, I'm fitter than I was when I was in my late 30s, early 40s, because I've been drinking aloe and taking the supplements for so many years. So these are our aloe vera drinking gels, and this is the bedrock on which our company has been built. However, we're also great at other products. I was told I had to put that back in exactly the same place because it matches the photo you're going to see in a minute. Hope I got that right, Rachel. So we have skincare and personal care. I mean, we have, so my wife Lizzie, I'm not going to tell you her age, because you never tell a woman's age. No, this is not the first wife, no. But thank you for pointing that out. No, this is the third wife, okay? Let's just nail that now. However, she is the love of my life. So we have skincare and personal care. Lizzie, my wife, uses the skincare products, and she has used a lot of luxury brands over the years. She says she's never used brands like Forever's. She says the products are just extraordinary how well they work on the skin. Our 18-year-old daughter uses them because we have different skincare ranges. We have a range for younger skin, and that's the one our 18-year-old daughter uses. So we have some fantastic skincare products. We've got award-winning products for weight management and fitness. I'm going to cough again. So each year, I do 2 of those things you can see up there called a DX4, and 2 of those things called a C9. And it means that for the last 3.5, 4 years, I've maintained a constant weight of around 90 kilos. I vary maybe by 1 or 2 kilos each side of that. Now, if I tell you that when I was in my early 30s, I weighed 116 kilos, you can see the incredible difference that these products have made. In fact, I weighed 116 kilos when I was also playing rugby, because I used to play a sport called rugby, some of you may know of. We also have lots of health and nutrition supplements. We've got products to help support exercise, so people who like going to the gym, people who like keeping fit. We've got products to help support the immune system. We've got products to help keep our skin good. We've got products that are meant to keep men's and women's sexual health good. I don't mean sexual health, I mean, you know, our organs healthy. So we have some fantastic supplements as well. I mean, and all of these products have been, I like to think that they've been developed using science, but they're based on nature. So all of these award-winning products are available to us, and they actually come, when somebody joins Forever, they get a box which contains all the products you can see on the screen, and as you can see, I put that back in exactly the right place, so that it matched where it was on the slide. Thank you, thank you. I'd like a round of applause for that. All right, that's enough. Keep it down in the front here. You've already caused enough trouble. So, we have, when somebody joins Forever, they get this amazing box, and it gives you enough of our top products to try for yourself to see just how good they are. But it doesn't just do that, it also allows you to use one and sell one, because one of the things we want to do is help people start making money straight away. And obviously, one of the ways that you need to do that, and one of the ways you build a successful business, is by building customers. So you want to build confidence in the products yourself, and you want to start building your customer base. So that's a little bit about the company. It's a little bit about our fantastic product range. And what I'd like to do now is hand over to our next speaker, who is a lady who I've known for 30 years, because she joined in August 1993, the same time that I did. And with her dearly departed husband John, they built a phenomenal global business. And I mean phenomenal and global. She has created a legacy which has helped not just thousands, but hundreds of thousands of people around the world to raise themselves out of poverty, to create extra income for their family, to create a legacy for their family. And she's done it using these incredible products and this amazing company. She's achieved everything that there is to achieve in Forever. ranging from the top position in the company to the top chairman's bonus, which is our global profit share scheme, which she'll mention a little bit later on. She's an absolute living legend. She's helped to create systems that are in use all around the world. And I couldn't be more delighted to be introducing and sharing the stage briefly with the legend that is Jane Leach.